Hi everyone. So this is a continuation of what I started yesterday. So I'm back now to show you the raised beds. I'm really happy with this. It's really keeping most of the grasshoppers out. So I'll put the link to this screen in the description below. And now let's go see the raised beds. And as you can see, that shed has come up nicely. And we are now finishing the inside. And I know I didn't show you the build, but once it's all set up inside, I'll show you what it looks like. So that's what the raised bed is looking like. And as you can see, everything is really bushing out. So I'm going to start with the covered raised bed. I don't know if we can zoom out a little so you can see the inside. Alright, let me take these covers off. Won't keep this open for too long because I do not want the grasshoppers in here. Alright, so first of all, I barely have space to move around in here. Okay, let me do it this way. As you can see, those flowers are just pretty, gorgeous. So, as I told you the last end, is my bolted broccoli, Chinese broccoli. So it's making that look really pretty in here. And as I've mentioned before, when things start bolting, I just let them grow until they drop the seed. So let's start over here in this corner. Ooh, time to get that cabbage. That is really ready to go. And if you remember, this is the cabbage where the top broke off and it produced 2 cabbages, and this is the second little one. So as soon as I pick that one, then this one should have a better chance of making it. So we'll pick that today. And there's more of the flowers. If you can remember, this is the corner where I dropped the seed packet of this flounder poppies. So I've just been picking a few at a time and just moving them to other parts of the raised beds, the greenhouse, and wherever I can. So I'm really happy with those flowers. So I think I'll be doing this every year. So around this time, we can remember Lori. So thank you, Elena, for that idea. And then moving right along, you can see how bushy the beans have gotten. And somewhere back here we have an okra plant. Ooh, that's getting shaded out. That's not good. But anyway, we have the okra there. And right along the edge, well, hello. Right along the edge, we have all those beans, and they're producing heavily. And these are navy beans. If I can reach in there, I'll show you how the beans are doing. But we have another tier of cabbage right there. some more of that Chinese broccoli. Another Chinese broccoli right there, intertwined with the flowers. And then more of the flowers. And then we have my trusty Swiss chard. We have a row of it right there. And somewhere in here, no, I don't know if I can find it, but we have a red crimson tomato. Yeah, I know it's really bushy in here, but I'm really enjoying growing in this high intensity method because the plants seem to keep each other cooler for one, and they're really producing. They seem to grow faster when they're all bushed in like that. I don't know why. Don't know the science, but I'm happy with it. So as I was saying, somewhere in there I have a red crimson tomato plant. Maybe we'll be able to find it. And something I almost missed, my zinnias. You can see we have a zinnia in here, right there. That's really pretty, next to the red flounders. So let's see if I can get into this other half and show you the beans. Let's see if I can climb in. I'm avoiding getting in here because I don't want to step on something. Oh, right there we have another Swiss chard. I hadn't noticed that one. All right, let's see if we can get in here. Kind of step carefully. Let's see if I can show you any of the bean production here. Oh, you can see a few of them right there. And I'll try showing them to you from the outside because they all seem to be growing. Oh, there we go. They seem to be growing behind that trellis. Yeah, that's a lot of beans. I'm happy about that. And another thing I'm having trouble with. So as the beans grow and they start climbing, as soon as they climb onto that mesh, I have grasshoppers eating them through the mesh. So whenever I can, I just come in here very carefully and I just pull the bean plant down, and I know most of them go right back, but if I can keep them down or encourage them to climb onto something else. Oh, that wasn't a good idea, but anyway, so I encourage them to climb onto something else and stop trying to climb up the mesh. And I keep doing that until it becomes heavy enough with the beans so the grasshoppers don't eat it. Alright, so next thing is I have that rainbow Swiss chard. That's the yellow one. That one right there is also yellow. That's the white. And I'm talking about the stems. So that's the white stem. Oh, come on. Come on. Climb this way. Let's see if we can get you. Where can you go? There, you can safely go that way. Alright, yes, I do talk to my plants. Alright, and somewhere in here we have one of those Egyptian walking onions. Oh, I can see that one's already starting to walk. It's tiny, but it's walking. There it is. Right in there. Don't know if you can see that. It's right there. There. And that's a Swiss chard as well. I'm not sure what variety that one is. And then we have a zucchini right here. Right there. It's being held up by that pole. We have another Egyptian walking onion. I think I should open this. So there's the little walking onion, and we have a tiny little black karim right there. I just transplanted a sucker out of the main tomato over there, and as you can see, it's finally flowering. So just shake that a little bit. And then back there, somewhere behind all these green beans, let's see if we can see the green beans right there. Ooh, that's a lot of them down there. Gently get in here. Oh wow, that's quite the cluster right there. Alright, that looks good. There's way more beans than I imagined. Anyway, we were looking back here in the corner. See if I can get that in frame. We have another Aunty Molly plant back there. And what I was going to show you, I don't know that that's going to make it. See if I can get that in frame. Right there. That's an eggplant. That's that rosa eggplant, but it's completely been shaded out by the green beans. Well, not green beans, but navy beans. Alright, and I need to figure out something to put in here. So at least I know I have some space in there where I can put in some more plants. I'm probably going to put in some spinach. Oh, alright. Okay, to this raised bed. Let's start right here. So over here, this is the Lolita squash. And as you can see, it's been doing quite well. And I encourage it to just keep climbing by using these little clips. They're supposed to be tomato clips, but they work just as well with other plants. And it has already started producing. As you can see right there, you can already see the yellow, and it's going to be yellow and red. So I'm really looking forward to seeing that. That's going to be stunning. And as you can see, there's another one. And so I'm looking forward to when they all get bigger. I think they're going to be really pretty. And my walking onions. These are pretty. I really love this walking onions. And as you can see, that got caught by the Lolita. So that's not going to be able to walk. At some point I have to cut that out and move it somewhere. But the Lolita is using it for climbing. So that's pretty. I like that. And then, so what I'm going to start doing as this get a little bigger, I think I put the cover on it too soon, is I'm going to put them in these little mesh things to protect them. Probably should have waited a little longer on that one before starting to put on the little mesh. And I didn't bring my little Q-tips with me. So anyway, what I do is I take the little Q-tip, or even a little stick like that, and whenever there's a bloom, I just dip the little Q-tip on the male flower, and I get some of that pollen and I put it inside. each one of this as they open up. So like with this one, I should be able to pollinate it probably sometime tomorrow with one of these male flowers down here. And if I remember, I'll film that process. We have more of the walking onions right there. Then we have all this bolting cilantro. And again, I'm just going to leave that in here as much as possible because I prefer the grasshoppers eating on that instead of eating on the rest of the plants. And I like how bushy that is, and it's covering the ground, so I don't mind them. And then in this corner over here, we have one more bit, and it looks like that one's ready to go. Oh yeah, that one's ready to go. And then we have my sweet potato. That's a transplant from the main bed. So we'll see how that does. Okay, so when I came out here this morning, I came out because I need to get this garlic out. It is ready to pull it. And what I have learned is that the garlic did better in the greenhouse. So at the end of the season, I'm going to take all the garlic that I want to plant and I'm going to plant it all in the greenhouse for next season. And I have already pulled the German hardy. I should probably show you what they look like. And the Ivan. So what's left in here, and I know that I'm not really showing you the plants. I have some chestnut red and music garlic. Some more Ivan. And some more Ivan. As I was saying, for next season, I'm going to do all the garlic in the greenhouse. And I'll pull one here so you can see. And I have my little composting right there. And I need to put a cover on it. But this garlic did not do too well out here. Right. They really did not do well out here. The ones in the greenhouse filled my hand. This one's a teeny tiny, but I'm not complaining. It's still quite a bit of garlic and it should last us almost for a year based on what I already have. Those are tiny. Now we know. And moving right along, I'll come back and finish picking the garlic once we are done here. That's another Aunty Molly cherry. And here we have a chocolate pear. It's ready to start producing. And then I have a honeydew melon. It's not doing too well, and the grasshoppers have already started attacking it, but we'll see how that goes. And then we have some more beans over here. And as you can see, the beans have started climbing. Right next to that, we have this spaghetti squash. And there is the first one right there. So I'm going to be out here probably in a few days to pollinate that one. And as you can see, I'm also encouraging it to climb the trellis. Oh, then it has a flower. And then we have some more beans over here. And then we have the butternut. As you can see, I'm encouraging it to climb. Oh, and that bean is already producing. Very nice. And we have another little butternut. And what's this one here? This one here, that's the honey nut. And I have a string on it so it can start climbing. Oh God, I hate these things. I don't know if you can see them. Right there. Go away. Go on, go on. Alright. We have a little squash right there. And let's talk about the elephant in the room. Right there. That's the lettuce that I've allowed to go to seed. I'm very interested in seeing what will happen with the seed. And I also love the fact that it's keeping the place all bushy and helping to keep my greens cool. And there is a bolted Chinese cabbage. And back there we have my Swiss chard. That's the yellow, that's the white, and over there we have the red Swiss chard. It looks almost like beets, but yeah, that is Swiss chard. And that's from a package that they called rainbow Swiss chard, I guess because you're getting the 3 colors out of one package. Alright, almost done here. Yeah, maybe I should have done that from this other end. Let's move this out of the way. Okay, so by now I'm sure you all recognize this. Aunty Molly cherries. And then I have my chocolate pear tomatoes. And back here, I believe that's a black Karim right there. And the flounder flowers, Lowry. And I think that's it for this bed. Oh, no, not quite. Okay. We have this beautiful squash here. And this squash, if I can find the tag, I don't know where the tag is. I want to say this is the butternut. No, that's a butterbush, I believe. I think the leaves are really pretty with the little white stripes. Oh, I believe that's the tag. No, that's the tag for the mash. Alright, we lost that tag. But I think that's the butternut. And if we can get in here somehow, you can see my little short day onions have started coming up. You can barely see in there. But there is another bean plant. And obviously the black kale. And then over here, I'm not sure what's going on with my tags. Oh, so here we have the Delice de la Table. That seems to be growing really slow. And there's another Delice right there. It's probably being overwhelmed by the kale. So there it is, right there. And my onions, my Egyptian onions, I really like those. Somehow they've managed to get themselves stuck in the trellis, so they're not going to be walking anywhere, so I have to manually move them. That's another one branching. I need to encourage it up the trellis. So we have one more raised bed to go. Let's go look at that. Now I need my coffee. So right there is the final raised bed. And as you can see, the zucchinis, let's see if we can see through this mesh. I doubt we can really see much, but I'll open it up. We'll go in there. Let's go open it up. See if I can step back and just look at the overview. And now we can open it up. Hoppers in there. Let's do one side at a time. All right. So in here we have the Thai basil. I need to trim that so it can do better. Actually, maybe I should move that, put it in the ground in the open space I have on the other raised bed. And then I'm trying to see if my bilberry, yes, bilberry is going to grow. They look pretty much like blueberries, so I don't know if that's going to do anything. Then we have this potting over here. It's a little tomato. And I don't remember the name of that plant. I got that from Amanda. Hi, Amanda. And she's the one that also gave me the sweet potato cutting. And as you can see, the sweet potato plant is really spreading. That's good. Some more lorry flowers. And then we have my experiment over here. That's the ginger. Wow, it's doing quite well since I moved it in here. You can remember, I think there was only 2 of those. Now we have 4. And you can see the same is happening with the other one. We have a tomato transplant back there. Don't know if that's going to do anything. Now to the main raised bed. We have some more of that Aunty Molly cherries. And I've already shown you the sweet potato. Ooh, look at that. I didn't think that was going to do anything. It actually recovered. That's the chocolate pear cherry tomato. Just stuck that in there. It looked like it was dying, and I stuck it in there just to see if it was going to do anything. And it looks like it's going to survive. And then we have my snapdragons. I'm not sure what happened to this one over here. Just decided to die. But even while it's dying, it's producing some flowers. That's amazing. Let's see if we can make this one open up. No, it's not quite ready yet. But anyway, there we go. It's still producing the flowers, even as it's dying. And I don't know why it's dying. And then we have the red crimson tomato right there. Now it's getting warm out here. And then we have the emerald zucchini right there. And then we have the max gold zucchinis. As you can see, those are doing really well. There's lots of them in there. That's beautiful. I'm looking forward to tasting those. It's going to be a lot of them. Oh, so I should tell you what I normally do. See, that's really, really bushy. So I come in here, and I know it doesn't look like it's really being tended to, but I trim off any of the oldest leaves, and by doing that, I check. Let me see if I can get in here. I look for the bottom-most ones, and those are the ones that I cut off. If it doesn't look like it can see any sunshine, I just cut it off, just so I don't have disease in here. And it looks like it's time for me to come and trim a little more. But I'm just really happy about how productive these plants are being. I don't know if you can see that. And there's my marigold somewhere in there. Alright, let's open the next one. And I have to be careful in here, because there's bees in here and I got stung a few days ago. So here's the other zucchini plant, and that one is the Max Gold, and as you can see, has started producing as well. And look at that Aunty Molly plant. Yeah, that's a lot of cherries. There's one that's almost ready to go. So, yeah, I don't know if you can really see in there. That cherry plant is out of control. And I was going to say there was a ripe one in here. I'm not sure that's really completely ripe. But there we go. Let's open it and see. Oh, it's ready. Let's go ahead and taste it. Oh my god, that is sweet. Ooh. Man, that's sweet. Alright. Oh, that's good. So in here, let me see if I can get in here. Dee, what is it? Come see mommy. What is it? Dee letting me know there's someone out there. Alright, let's see. So this right here is the Max Gold. Okay, that's another snapdragon. We have my jalapeno plant right there. And another snapdragon. Oh, look at that. That snapdragon is going to produce here in a few days. It's going to have flowers, probably by this afternoon. Alright, where were we at? We were looking at this Max Gold over here. And that has the green zucchinis, as you can see. And there's some zucchinis way back there. You can barely see. Wow, that's a big one. I don't know if you can see that. It's too bushy in here. Yeah, right? Oh, maybe. I don't know if you can see that, but there's one big one back there. But I'm really looking forward to the yellow zucchinis. And we have some more lorry flowers back there. I'm not sure if you can see that. And I'm just kind of like trying to go around in here so you can see just in general how everything looks. Oh, we have another little cherry that's ready to go. Oh, dropping it. Let's open that one. There we go. Let's have another taste. Oh, those things are so good. Alright, I think that's it. So, oh, I need to come back in here and kind of turn this in and encourage it to stay in there and start rooting. Ooh, we have a ladybug. Yeah, I get excited about those. Anyway, I'm going to come in here and encourage that sweet potato to stay in there. Alright. Yeah, I know my video taking skills are terrible, but you get the general idea. Okay. And I think that's it for now. And until next time, there we go. That's really pretty. I'm tempted to pick one today, but I'll wait a few more days. And until next time, I'm going to say goodbye. Bye, Tinnies.